So today we are going to perform online practical on VLab Hall effect experiment. Aim of this practical is to determine the Hall voltage developed across the sample material, to calculate the Hall coefficient and the carrier concentration of the sample material. Now question arises, what is Hall effect? So if a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, perpendicular magnetic field, a potential difference will generate in the conductor, which is perpendicular to both applied magnetic field and the current. This phenomena is called Hall effect. Hall effect, very important tool to characterize the material, especially semiconductor. It determines both the sign and density of charge carriers in a given sample. So, with the help of this Hall effect, we can determine whether our semiconductor is P type or N type, because it tells about charge carrier density as well as its sign. It is positive sign or negative sign. If it is positive sign, it is hole. If it is negative sign, it is electron. So you all read about Hall effect. A brief theory is also given here in this figure. You can see it's a current carrying conductor. Current carrying conductor, and electric field is applied along the x-axis. If you can see here, this is x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Electric field apply along x-axis, so current flow from along x direction, and a perpendicular magnetic field B along z-axis is also applied. So when electron passes through a perpendicular magnetic field, it's feel a force F, Lorentz force. F is equal to, what is the formula of that force? F is equal to Q E plus V cross B, and it is a centripetal force. So it's curve these electrons. If current is in positive x direction, this means electrons flow in negative x direction. So uh, it's feel a force towards a point, and it bends its electron, and these electrons start accumulate here on y-axis. Same uh, positive charge develop here on other side. So there is a voltage develop across y direction, which is called Hall voltage. If the magnetic field is applied in negative z direction, the Lorentz force moves the charge carriers towards the y direction. This results in accumulation of charge carriers at the loop edge of the sample. This set up a transverse electric field EY in the sample. This develops a potential difference along y-axis, is known as Hall voltage VH, and this effect is called Hall effect. यही Hall effect है. And here are certain calculations we came, and VH Hall voltage is equal to I B N E T, where I Hall current, B applied magnetic field, N number of electron or holes, E charge of electron, T thickness of the sample. Here you can, this is T, thickness of the sample. Or you can also calculate the Hall coefficient RH is equal to 1 upon NE. So if this Hall coefficient is positive, then this is due to hole, and if it is negative, this is due to electrons. So we can tell this N-type semiconductor or P-type semiconductor. Also determine the number of charge carriers. Okay, now the procedure, simple procedure. First we have to see the uh, the setup contains a solenoid in which current flow and it produces a magnetic field. So first we calculate that how much current produce how much magnetic field. So select magnetic field versus current from the procedure. Click insert place probe using current slider, varying current through the solenoid and corresponding magnetic field is note down. Once you calculate that 1 ampere current is correspond to this much magnetic field, 1.5 ampere to this much. Now we have choose the hole probe and calculate RH. First we calculate hole voltage, then RH, and also number of charge carriers. So we jump to simulation here. This is the setup of hole to determine the hole effect. First we have to calibrate the magnetic field. So insert probe. Now for 1 ampere current, the magnetic field is 0.1482. From this, increase the current in this solenoid and note down these value from this voltmeter. Note down these all values. Okay. Now remove the probe. Now we know that if current in solenoid is 1 ampere, how much magnetic field it's produce in between these pole. This is one is north pole and another is south pole. If current is 1.5 milliampere, how much magnetic field is there? Once we calibrate it, now we move to hole effect, hole probe. In this probe, we have different material. We have germanium, we can replace it by aluminum, copper and gold. Also, we can change thickness of this sample. We can change this 0.0001 millimeter to 0.009 millimeter at different. So we perform this experiment at different thickness also. So we take the material germanium and thickness is 0.0001. We write down it here. Let's first take current in solenoid 1 ampere. Insert hole probe. Choose whole current 1 milliampere. So we note down whole current here. Whole current 1. The value of whole voltage, so voltage is 28.75. We also noted down here 28.75. Gauss meter reading. We already note that this Gauss meter reading for 1 ampere solenoid current. Now we increase this whole current from here, whole current 1 milliampere to 1.5 milliampere. Note down this whole voltage 2 milliampere, 2.5 milliampere, 3 milliampere, 3.5 milliampere, 4 milliampere, 4.5, 5 milliampere, and so on. Now increase this solenoid current to 1. 1.5 and repeat this set of readings similarly for 2, 2.5, 3 and for different material and different thickness, and calculate the value of Hall coefficient and carrier concentration. You can see the result here. For germanium, the Hall coefficient is 0.019 meter cube per coulomb, and carrier concentration is 3.2 into 10 की power 20 electrons या p type holes. So we also see that if I increase the thickness of the material, the Hall coefficient did not change. Means Hall coefficient is independent of the thickness of the material. If I change the material, aluminium, then Hall coefficient is changed. Now it becomes 390, and if I change thickness, it's remain constant. So Hall coefficient is material property. It does not depend on its dimension. Okay, so you have to perform this practical by your own and for different material and all these varying all these parameters, and you can conclude many things. Here you can have an assignment. Calculate the carrier concentration for p type germanium semiconductor of thickness 0.3 mm. 0.3 mm आपको थिकनेस लेनी है और ये कैलकुलेट लेनी है. उसके बाद 0.5, 0.8 and so on. Here you can evaluate yourself. The experiment which directly determines both the sign and density of charge carriers in a sample material. क्या है? Hall effect है. If current carrying conductor placed in perpendicular magnetic field, a potential difference will generate in the conductor which is perpendicular to both magnetic field and the current. The phenomena is called Hall effect. The quantity which is proportional to n is the charge carrier. What is this? Hall coefficient. Negative Hall coefficient indicate that charge carriers are, अगर Hall coefficient नेगेटिव है तो चार्ज कैरियर्स क्या होंगे? इलेक्ट्रॉन या होल? चार्ज कैरियर्स इलेक्ट्रॉन होंगे, क्योंकि RH इज इक्वल टू 1/NE. अगर E नेगेटिव है इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के लिए, E नेगेटिव होता है और उसके लिए पॉजिटिव, तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे. अगर पॉजिटिव है तो होल्स होंगे. द होल कोफिशिएंट RH फॉर ए सैंपल मटेरियल इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ नंबर ऑफ डेंसिटी ऑफ चार्ज कैरियर. नहीं, n पर डिपेंड करता है, टेम्परेचर पर डिपेंड करता है, नेचर ऑफ मटेरियल्स पर भी डिपेंड करता है. सिर्फ किस पर डिपेंड नहीं करता? डायमेंशंस पर डिपेंड नहीं करता. अब आप इसको सबमिट करके देख सकते हैं कि आपके कितने क्वेश्चन सही हैं या गलत हैं. तो लगभग सारे ही हमारे सही हैं, क्योंकि अगर आप इसकी थ्योरी देखेंगे, टेम्परेचर पर क्यों डिपेंड करता है? क्योंकि जो आपका मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है वो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को यहाँ पर एक्यूमुलेट कर रहा है, लेकिन जब आप इसको थर्मल एनर्जी दोगे तो ये रैंडमली कुछ टाइम के बाद क्या होता है कि कुछ इलेक्ट्रॉन तो इस डायरेक्शन में मूव कर रहे हैं, एक्स डायरेक्शन में, नेगेटिव एक्स डायरेक्शन में, ताकि इसमें करंट फ्लो हो रही है. कुछ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स यहाँ पर एक्यूमुलेट हो जाते हैं और उसके अकॉर्डिंगली एक पॉजिटिव यहाँ पर एक्यूमुलेशन हो जाता है, जिससे एक VH पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस डेवलप हो जाता है. लेकिन जैसे जैसे आप टेम्परेचर बढ़ाओगे तो थर्मल एनर्जी के कारण जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स यहाँ पर एक्यूमुलेट हुए हैं, ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स क्या होंगे? रैंडम मोशन करेंगे. तो यहाँ ये होल जो आपका कोफिशिएंट है वो चेंज हो जाएगा. तो ये टेम्परेचर पर डिपेंड करता है. कैसे, क्या डिपेंडेंस है टेम्परेचर पर, ये आप लोगों का होमवर्क है. आल्सो सेम जो एक्सप्रेशन है मेटल के लिए, क्योंकि मेटल में सिर्फ एक ही तरह के चार्ज कैरियर्स होते हैं इलेक्ट्रॉन, सेमीकंडक्टर में दोनों तरह के चार्ज कैरियर्स होते हैं, चाहे वो एन टाइप है चाहे पी टाइप है। दोनों तरह के चार्ज कैरियर्स होने की वजह से भले ही नंबर कम है लेकिन इफेक्ट दोनों का आता है, इसलिए जो फॉर्मुलेशन है सेमीकंडक्टर के लिए अलग है और आपके मेटल्स के लिए अलग है। मेटल के लिए सिंपल फॉर्मुलेशन है, लेकिन सेमीकंडक्टर के लिए आपको नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स देख, यू हैव टू see number of electrons, number of holes and their mobility, mobility of electron mu e and mobility of holes mu p. These things you have to also take into consideration. So this is your homework. After doing this simulation process, you have to see all these formulation for metal, for semiconductor, and calculate you can calculate various things by this whole